This next one is Back to the Future. We were thinking of one or both of two scenes here. The first one is the scene at the mall near the start of the movie where Doc Brown is demonstrating the car to Marty for the first time. Probably use maybe a combination of different scenes, but basically the bulk of it would be where the Libyans show up and there's a short chase. Whoever's cast as Marty would jump into a Jeep and take off. What were the jokes you had?
Oh, okay. The two points would be where he first discuss how much energy it takes, 1.21 gigawatts, and you're like, nah, I think 12 volts will do it. And then the other part is rather than when he's like, it has to get up to 88 miles an hour, he's like, let's not push it. How about 35? Okay. So pointing out the limitations of the Jeep vehicle as compared to a DeLorean. Okay.
The other scene we were talking about doing, possibly, and again, it might be one or the other or both, is the scene near the end of the movie where they're harnessing the electrical storm to power the DeLorean back into the future. So there are a number of pros and cons with this one, so I'll let you go first.
One pro, it's a very easily recognizable movie. Pretty much anyone who's been alive since the 80s has seen Back to the Future. The other big pro is a very heavy Huey Lewis soundtrack. Very 80s, also very recognizable.
Okay, cons for this one. Dialogue, we've proven that certainly in Sean's case, dialogue difficult to master. Casting also may be a problem. There would be a fair amount of dialogue in some of these scenes to really flesh them out and make them true to the movie. And that might be difficult both in shooting or getting realistic acting, whatever. Also, with the demonstration scene, the first scene we were talking about, you'd have to shoot in a mall parking lot someplace, and as you saw in the clips, it looks a lot like Northwoods Mall, but I don't think we would ever be able to get permission to shoot there, so we need to find a large parking lot someplace that would be willing to let us do that. And then the other problem as far as shooting locations is for the other scene that we're talking about, you would need to shoot on a small town main street or something that would be, not just a road in the middle of nowhere that we could monopolize like we did with Mad Max, but we might need to get cooperation with local authorities for that. We were talking about Mackinac. That might be a possibility. It's kind of dead at night. We have an in with the police chief. A possibility. So, and the title for this one?
The working title would be Back to the Forest.
Okay.